Abusua me makwa the bottom for our studios. Make sure so subscribe, like, comment, and share me. Captain Kodusman show so Onua TV so na watch mu NDC mpanyinfo ni bi kwotena so na eja nkomodidie mu no na opani a friend Mustafa Gbande ede nsem bi to dwa kire mu se election 2024 ide enya dia NDC for ebetwe anase ombedi agro ama NPP for abewiem na mpo so mo yo ma so mbewiem a military Ghana military omo be divide mu two ama de ebesi wo man Ghana mu no yempe abusua yesika komo hoi ye ginu kokuo nanum mesho nyabre yankohwe video ni bimbre ba ebeto aso
chairperson wohona bossman asare between IBB.
Well, it is who being used, and I've just given information.
Okay.
When we're doing recruitment of returning officers, the law is such that, and I'm happy a former general secretary is here. The law is such that the Electoral Commission will compile potential nominees and would have to send that list to political parties to vet. You hear who you are. Maybe a captain in the dean room. Also, a captain or a politically exposed or MPP name. When you critique, then it comes back to the commission. Then the commission will make appointments of returning officers. They didn't do that. Osman Asare, we have mentioned, basically was calling directors, recruit this one, recruit this one, recruit this one. Captain, and I must say that, and yet the entire Electoral Commission is compromised. The district directors are not compromised. Most of the regional directors are not compromised. The big problem is from the headquarters. Employee, normally the list, MPP list, normally now. You can't almost go and did they do a transparent recruitment of returning officers? The product of this shady work, NEC nullify Wali election. Because the Electoral Commission was a supervisor of that election. Is that not so? Electoral Commission. And the case
That's right.
How come we incurred irregularities in that election? Yendi election, MPP, primaries. We saw a staff of the Electoral Commission or Tom Printiaba or say for ballot papers.
Is the official?
Is the official? Are they the same people going into the 2024 election? Captain, then we are close to war. Hey, we are close to war. We are close to chaos. Are they going to exhibit that same behavior at the polls? Where a staff of a commission will be seen printing ballot papers, destroying legitimate and correctly voted ballot papers. Hey, Captain, we are not going into that election. Look, we are going into an election where it is 1 for 1. One human being, one vote. If you are a police officer, I hear that Western North, they've had a meeting there, some of the police commanders. So, we are police in 2024, no? We can protect Bibina, we have a problem. And for commanders, no? The IGP is the officer in charge of Ghana's election. If anything goes wrong, the IGP will be held responsible. Mark my words, Captain. The Inspector General of Police and the Ghana Police are sharing some. So one here about us. He has regional commanders, he has district commanders. On the week of election, those commanders will be in place. If a commander sits down and allows for infraction into security is a compromise and neglect of duty. And I'm a boy. So where is security kaka? When a security man is positioned, I want to be a gateway. Now when BBC, it's neglect of duty. You will be held responsible. So MPP for training crophobia, a ballot box. We'll deal with those people. We have what it takes to deal with them. Oh yes. The NDC have what it takes to deal with them. And opinion markings, on an election, or Timiya soldier for a constituency to go and intimidate people. I mean, what kind of nonsense is this?
Afenyo Markins. Majority leader
of Ghana's parliament. Even assembly election I call. Or the soldier for Timi Kohoko intimidating Crawford, Ebo journalist Bikrakam, Central Regional Correspondent. Do we sit in a democratic country and allow people to fester this level of arrogance to power? Captain, what happens to the powerless?
So the soldier for Koyafu to be aware. What's it?
A military officer holding a rifle is not anything strange. He has the law to his side. But if he does what is not lawful, he seizes jurisdiction over what protects him. A soldier for a longer than when people beat them, what happens? Under President Akufo-Addo, they are soldier for drivers. Those who have excess, OWUSU to go and be protecting their lands. OWUSU as bodyguard, soldier, a military officer, military, Ghana's army, under President Akufo-Addo, who is the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. Kaswa, who can say you are MPP, operative B, a boss soldier in Chokuno. Captain, will this happen? Me, sorry, who soldier near Udani? I have seen the Konkoma Dagomba war before.
You have seen it before?
I've seen it before. I've seen what it is. Captain, it took a disciplined, ordered, fortified armed forces to restore order. And I've told upon Pepra before, sir, he's loved by Ghanaians.
Loved the CDS?
Yes, loved by
the soldiers.
He's a proper soldier. Upon Pepra is a proper soldier of the Ghana Armed Forces. He's somebody who is a grassroots military officer. He understands the military and he knows the rudiments of military. And I told him that if he doesn't take care and he follows this government, they will crash the military on his head. Because we are getting to a point where CMPP folks say they can use the military against the NDC. They shouldn't forget that in that same entity we have NDC people there.
In that same military?
Yes.
You have NDC people there?
So when we are pushed, we will trigger a division of the army. When we are pushed beyond what we can take, we'll trigger a division.
What's it?
When we are pushed beyond what we can take, we'll trigger a division.
Bruh,
they are NDC. They say we are pushed, we have NDC soldiers in the Ghana Armed Forces.
And
all of them, once you are in a military uniform, you are a property of the state.
That's right.
You are supposed to be protecting the state.
But when the NDC is pushed beyond...
But when we are pushed beyond what we can take, and it is clear, sir, the MPP government want to use the military against civilians, want to use the military to rig an election. Oh no, I'm telling you.
You create division in that.
You will not wait for President Mahama to give this order.
You will not.
I keep telling you that we've been bent first, we've been bent second, third will not happen. Captain, we'll go into this election and come clean, no life will be lost. The NDC is in the position to ensure that the right thing is done. So I've told upon Pepra, said don't leave your responsibilities to politicians because they will mess you up. These people don't have the support of Ghanaians. They don't have. President Akufo-Addo and his government have lost the support of Ghanaians. So the NDC is going into an election with the support, full support of Ghanaians. Look, anybody who calls you is asking, Mama, what na protect the election? No. Yeah, the better mama. What is it that Ghanaians are seeing that all of us don't see?
Abusia, when is MBA Openi Mustafa out free NDC Amanu Kunum Kotina Captain Kojusma show soon our dream. Edit Tubia and as our Kafa. Abusia, message over subscribe, like, comment, and share, mammy. Macro.